Barakim Habarim, welcome to Messianic Moment Ministry. I'm Stephen Bruck. You know who you are. Today's the 14th day of January 2025. Many of us have memories of places we've been. Physically where we've been, emotionally, and spiritually. And I believe that as bad as some of these places are or were, pretty much everyone has one place that they feel is the worst place they've ever been. But I'm telling you that no matter what your experience has been, there's one place that is ultimately the worst place anyone can be. But first, a word from our sponsor. If you haven't already done so, please click that little subscribe button on the screen here. Also go back to messianicmoment.com, subscribe there, the different lists. Click the little bell, notifications. You know how to do all that stuff. And when you're on Facebook, like we're ever off, please like my Facebook page and join my Facebook group. It's called Just God's Word. And if you like what you get here, you're going to love the books I've written. There are 5 of them for you. You can get them through the links on the website or go to Amazon.com, put Stephen R. Bruck in the search field, and they all show up. One last thing, and the most important, please share these messages with everyone you know so this ministry can continue to grow. All right, so the worst place anyone can be, especially if we're talking about your spiritual condition, is locked into your comfort zone. Now, I'm not saying you should go out and ride roller coasters or bungee jump off the Golden Gate Bridge or even, tell your wife that those pants do make her look fat. No, neither should you give up being comfortable nor forego those things that make you feel safe and secure. When I say the worst place to be is locked into your comfort zone, what I mean is when you are so comfortable that, you no longer want to learn anything new or do anything different or even order something other than chicken parmesan every single time you go to an Italian restaurant. And this is especially true of being so comfortable with what you have been taught regarding God or Yeshua, that's Jesus, of course, or salvation, that you're so comfortable you don't even want to be open to hearing anything that someone has to say which might be different than what you already think you know. Now, I am very secure in my beliefs, but I confess I've had to change my mind at times. And when I say you should be open to listening, that means to investigate and verify anything you are told about anything, especially if it is different from what you already believe. One more thing. If you haven't or don't read the Bible regularly, and I'm talking about from the front, that is Genesis, all the way through to the end of Revelation, you're already in trouble because whatever you think you know, you're probably wrong. And if you are stubbornly comfortable with your golf game or your favorite chair or with whatever books you've already read, and no matter what anyone says, you don't want to order something different at your favorite restaurant, the only thing that mindset will affect really is how interesting you are or how exciting your life will be. But if you stay locked into your comfort zone regarding your spiritual condition, meaning that you don't want to hear or know anything other than what you have already been told, then you are risking your eternal soul. What things am I talking about? Well, how about once you're saved, you're always saved? Well, that's a lie. Or all you have to do is call on the name of the Lord and you are saved. Well, that won't be enough. Or how's about the one where they say if you love each other, you get to go to heaven? Again, it's not enough. And for the record, no one goes to heaven. When it comes to God, Yeshua, and the truth about obedience to God, which can only be done by being obedient to God's instructions for righteousness, which are in the Torah, these are things that we should never be comfortable with. Never. You must always verify whatever you hear, whenever you hear something different from what you have hopefully already verified to be true, and do so with an open mind. Make sure people aren't making up what they want the Bible to say. Then they take verses and passages out of context to create the illusion that what they are saying is truly in the Bible. Yeah, all the parts of what they say are in the Bible, but they have taken these bits and pieces here and there and put them together to make it seem that is what the Bible means. That isn't always true. To help, I've written a teaching series on how to properly interpret the Bible, and there's a link to it in the description. So, my friends, please always stretch yourself beyond what is comfortable. And the way to know that you need to stretch is when you are so comfy, cozy, that you don't ever want to change. That's the signal you need to change. Read a new book. Talk to people who disagree with you. I mean, talk nicely, of course, and get an idea of why they feel that way. Then spend some quality time verifying their opinion, or do it so you're able to, nicely, of course, rebut it. But do something different now and then. Your life may be comfortable, but your life is temporary, and eternity is, well, it's eternal. If you aren't willing to spend time to expand your understanding of God, Messiah, the Bible, and salvation, you are risking your eternal soul. Are you really that lazy? Well, thank you for being here. And please remember to share these messages with everyone you know, especially non-believers. Hey, you never know how fertile the soil is until you plant a seed in it. All right, well, that's it for today. So lihitrot and Baruch Hashem.